What's up? It's Trot WAM from Odds.com. This is our NBA breakdown for Wednesday, March 17th, 2021. Click the link below. Click the link below. We got all the breakdown, all the juice for you. Make sure you guys be along with the fun. Again, click the link below for the full breakdown. This next game, the next game I have here is the Miami Heat against the Memphis Grizzlies, taking on the Memphis Grizzlies at the house. +3, if I'm not mistaken, when I was looking at that. I want to double check here because the lines always continually move here. But I believe we're getting this Miami Heat team who is off of a back-to-back. This is the second half of back-to-back. They just played and pretty much spanked on, I believe that was the Cavs today, if I'm not mistaken. Let me go back here and check. My apologies. My apologies here. No, my apologies. They just played Cleveland. Yeah, they played the Cleveland Cavs. Yeah, I'm sorry. They played the Cavs. It was a good blowout win for them. The spread was at -11. They covered that pretty much with ease. Shot 49% from the field in that game. Made only 10 threes. So they really didn't do it by like a big start or blowout there. And as far as this Memphis Grizzlies team, they kind of been on a bad slump lately. This Memphis Grizzlies team, they lost their last 3 games. And as far as their last 10 games as well, I believe they only covered 4 of the last 10 games. They've been at a little bit of a bad slump here lately. As far as this Memphis Grizzlies team, my apologies. My apologies. They haven't won. They only won 4 of their last 10 games. But they have covered, though. They have been covering. They covered 6 of the last 10 games. So they have been covering, but they haven't been winning. This is a win spot here. We're getting 2s at FanDuel here for this Miami team, who's off of a back-to-back, who's going on the road to play this Memphis Grizzlies team. And this Memphis Grizzlies team is starting to get healthy. I think they got too many players, though. I think they got too many guys that need minutes. They got a lot of great players. They have Bane. They have Melton. They have Tillman. They got Gordy James is pretty much riding on the bench, and he's still a good enough guy that he will help the Lakers right now. So, I mean, here nor there, but as far as they have a lot of guys on the play on the Memphis Grizzlies, and they're still getting guys back. Jaren Jackson's still yet to play for the season. He's going to be out. Justice Winslow is questionable in this game. Now, Bam is probable. He played today. He played pretty good as well. Bam being back in the lineup is going to definitely help them out defensively. It's going to also help these guys out, keeping everybody out of the paint, along with, good pick and roll guys split. They're going to help them a whole lot of way in that facet there. Gabe Vincent is going to come back. I believe he's questionable for right now, but I believe he's going to play in this game. The Heat have won 6 of the last 8 games, including the ones tonight. As far as this Heat team, they looking like they're going crazy, and it's all because of Jimmy Butler. They're really not getting that much of help outside of Jimmy Butler, though. Outside of Jimmy Butler, it's really not that much production to go around as far as has been going around for these guys for the Miami Heat. But they have been covering games. They covered 7 of the last 10 games. They won 9 of the last 10 games straight up. And this is a good spot for the Miami Heat. They're 5-0 against the West. This is a good spot for them, I believe. I'm leaning towards the Heat. A lot of that has to do with Jimmy Butler, what he's been doing coming into this game tonight. He's been averaging the last 4 games 28 points, 5 rebounds, 9 assists, 3.7 steals, which one was a game-winning steal in those last 4 games. It's a game-winning steal that got that guy seal the deal. And listen to this stat for Jimmy Butler. This is the reason why I kind of agree with some people saying that Jimmy Butler should be in the case for MVP, because in the last 4 games, he's had a 4.6 assist to turnover ratio, which is ranked 21st amongst all players. In that same span, he's ranked 28th in usage rate. He has the highest assist to turnover ratio among that list. We're talking about big names, guys. LeBron, Nikola Jokic, Luka. He's crushing it. And he's pretty much the MVP in that spot, along with shooting 58% from the field. That dude is balling. Once again, he hasn't been having any help, but he did have some help today, and they covered 11.5 spread today against a team in the Cavaliers that we know can be freaking spotty here and there. And I've been betting on them, thinking that they're going to bounce back, but they've been terrible. I think this is a great spot for this Miami team to just come out and show everybody in the league that we're getting healthy. Jimmy Butler is still the guy, and he's getting better. I'm honestly just going to come out and say it. Jimmy looks like he's getting better. I thought, the wear and tear was going to show with the memes and everything, him crunched over. I thought that was going to be the case, but this guy's been balling out. The Heat hasn't been shooting well lately, though, from three. In the last 4 games, in that same span where he's been balling, they've only shot 45% from the field while shooting 31% from three. I think this is a lot to do with Bam not being around, though, because you just know that this guy's gonna be there. You need Bam there, kind of keep people focused in on the paint. Now, the last 5 games when Bam was out, these are the last 5 games. Now, Bam was out 4 games, but coming into tonight's game, the last 5 games, the Heat were ranked 29th in rebounds. My apologies, in points per game. So I'm sorry, they're ranked 29th in points per game at 99 points per game. So they only were scoring 100 points per game, which they did really good today. Got over the total too, which was something that they shouldn't have been doing. They did pretty good today, though. They got 113 points today. 27th in 3-point percentage. 27th in 3-point percentage, which we did just mention that they're 31% from three. 28th in rebounds. That definitely was a big loss for Bam there. So Bam being back is helpful. Dead last in second chance points, which kind of correlates with the rebound stat. And 24th in points in the paint. Definitely was going to see a lot of that change because Bam is out in those last 4 games out of those 5 games that we were mentioning. But the thing is, what are they going to do about my Memphis? Memphis is ranked number 1 in points in the paint. They're averaging 56 points in the paint, while the Miami Heat for the season, they're ranked number 1 in opposing points per game. They're holding opponents to 39.5 points in the paint. I think that's what we're going to see here. I think we're going to see the Heat play really well down low. They got their guy back. They've been holding it down already without him because in the last 5 games, as much as they've been bad offensively, haven't been able to capitalize it offensively, their effort has been there defensively. Last 5 games, they're ranked number 1 in an opponent's points in the paint at 34.4. Number 1 in opponent's fast break points, which that's something that the Memphis Grizzlies do is well great. They're number 2 in the league this year and the fast points at 15.9. So they've been holding opponents to about 15.6. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good in this last 5 games in this span as well. And also is ranked 5th in the league. I'm sorry, and it's ranked first in the league. And I'm sorry, I said 15. That's what Memphis is averaging. They're holding opponents to 7 fast break points. Miami is. My apologies. Number 1 in field goal percentage for opponents. So they're holding opponents to 41% from the field, not 3 points. Like Indiana, they're doing it from the field. You know what I'm saying? That's a huge difference. You're letting somebody shoot 40% from 3 rather than 40% from the field. It's 2 different things. That is a big difference, and I believe that that's what we're going to see out of this team. Again, Memphis is a really good points in the paint. The last 5 games, they're ranked 3rd in points in the paint at 60, 5th in fast break points, but 18th in opposing field goal percentage. So they're allowing opponents to shoot 47.9% from the field, which is kind of bad. Both teams, though, they give it up from 3. Both teams are bottom 5 in 3-point percentage. So I believe that whoever's scoring inside the paint is going to prevail. We got to give the edge to Miami here because even though they're coming off a back-to-back, which they are 4-1 against the spread, may I add. So they're 4-1 against the spread with no rest. But I believe Bam coming back is going to be a boost for these guys. I'm kind of skeptical if he's going to play because he played tonight, but I think he's going to play. They need him. They need to capitalize. This is a short season. We don't have time to waste. you're young. Get out there. You already missed the last 4 games. He's going to play. And I like this Miami team. I'm going to take the Miami Heat -2. I like this spot a lot. And that's kind of where I'm heading here. And I'm also going to be – I want someone ever asked is why I'm not taking these guys early. For the Heat, they're not that good in the first quarter. For the season, they're 17, 18, and 4 in the first quarter. And the last 10 games, they're 5, 4, and 1 in the first quarter. Rather than this Grizzlies team in the first quarter, they play pretty well in the first quarter. Not at home, though. They're 10-10 at the house in the first quarter. They're 6-3 and 1 in the last 10 first quarters. So they're a little bit better, though. They're a little bit better. So I'm going to stay away from the first quarter. You may see a little jump out lead. It's going to be a good spot if you want to hit it live as well, because coming off of a back-to-back, having to travel, that can make a difference there. But I believe coming out early is not what I'm looking to hear. I'm thinking long-term, you're going to get a more of a grind out of this team. And I'm also leaning towards this under here as well. I didn't want to go ahead and break that all the way down, but it's at 221.5. I think this team in Miami Heat is playing really, really good defense. And if you can stop this team from getting in the paint, as far as that's my ideology, that's my idea here. Is they're going to stop these guys out in the paint, and that could correlate with the under. So I am leaning on under 221 there, just to give you guys a look there.